Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon on this Tuesday. What is it? February 11th, 2025. I'm off today, as you can see. So I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to go live for lunch. Let me set this light. Y'all come on in, come on in. Hope y'all having a great afternoon or morning, depending on what time you are, or evening. Appreciate you, Jason. Decided to go live with y'all since I'm off today. I got a few errands to run. And I'm going to go live later on tonight, but I'm just going to do a little short. Instead of making a recorded video, I felt like going live, chopping it up with y'all for a minute. I think I need to pick my live streams up more since YouTube has started something that I thought was a myth, but I know is absolutely true. This damn shadow banning. And I've said this before, I've been seeing people's channels stuck at a certain subscriber amount for like years. So I'm wondering what's going on with that as I saw my number shoot up and then all of a sudden just come to a screeching halt and ain't moved since. So to you new creators out there, you just starting your channel, you just, thinking about starting a channel, just know what you're dealing with. We're being controlled. I want to talk to y'all about control. Do y'all know or understand that you are being controlled? This YouTube format brought it to my attention even more, how much we are all being controlled. Didn't have any work today, Big Vegas. It ain't getting no better, baby. We're going to get into all that. How you make life make sense? I saw you. I was on your live last night. I saw you. I was there. Everything going to be all right. I want to talk about a few things, a few topics I'm going to touch on. The first is control, how we are being controlled, manipulated, lied to. As the title said, we're going to have a moment of truth. I'm going to expose that too, Kelly, about the wasteful money that our government has been spending. And why the Democrats are up in arms about what Elon Musk is doing, even though I ain't no big fan of him. This little thing he got going on, they're exposing a lot of money wasted on BS. While we over here in this country as American citizens struggling to get by, our government has been wasting money. I'm going to go into what they've been wasting money on, let y'all see it. But I was watching some other channels of guys that have that been on YouTube much longer than me, like 10 to 15 years, talking about their shadow banned. And I'm like, man, when I first started, I was watching my numbers grow. Like, man, y'all just talk. You just mad because your channel ain't growing, or you need to update your content. I'm, just like, because I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. So now that is, sometimes stuff have to happen to you before you believe in certain things. Like when I was a Democrat, certain stuff had to happen to me before I changed my mind. I'm not a Democrat no more. I'm not a Republican no more. And this not going to be a political talk. I'm sick of the. If y'all have noticed or not, I haven't talked politics much lately. I'm sick of it. So we're going to talk about this control that we're dealing with as people, as human beings. And this little platform that I'm on now really brought it to my attention about how every move we make, every step you take, they'll be watching you. You know that song? Thank you, Bud Brutus. Do y'all remember that song? Every move you make, every step you take. It says, I'll be watching you, but nah, I won't be watching you. They watching you. People are, that ain't no Diddy, oh God, that joker said a Diddy song. No, Diddy sampled it from somebody else. There's no more original music nowadays. Most of the music you hear nowadays, unless it's a rapper with a beat machine, they sampling music from people that had real talent back in the day that actually created their own music, wrote their own music, played their own music. They don't do that anymore. So young people, what you hear nowadays is not original. Diddy, that is not Diddy's song. He paid to use that. Every move you make, every step you take, they'll be watching you. And that goes for black, white, no matter what you are. Everything you do, everything you say is being monitored. Sound crazy, don't it? All the way down to how much money you make. Not just on YouTube. YouTube showing me how they really can control what you make. Because it's very important, especially in a democracy, not democracy, a capitalist, in a capitalist economy, you have to keep a working class. You have to keep a certain amount of people down at a certain level. And you cannot allow that group of people to elevate. Let me repeat that. If you are somebody right now who working your, cause remember that a while back it said hard work pays off. Hold on, y'all, go get me an energy drink. Pause. Sorry about that, y'all. I appreciate you, Bud Brutus. That helps out a lot because they have been knocking a hole in my pockets. Yes, they have. But as I told y'all, I ain't doing this just for the money. I ain't doing this just for the money. I'm doing this for the love of it. So even though they're knocking a hole in my pockets right now, as you see, I'm still doing it. And I'm going to find a way around it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to grind harder. So therefore, here I am doing a live at 12 o'clock, noon. Now, as the saying goes, hard work pays off. What up, Mr. Lister? Nowadays, not so much. Smart work pays off. not hard work. It's proof everywhere that hard work don't pay off. How many of y'all work your behinds off? You working to be broke. Most people are working to be broke. Been there, done that. Work like a Hebrew slave, still ain't got nothing. Hence, you get the bad attitudes on these jobs. People don't want to work. It ain't that they don't want to work, they don't want to work for nothing. Because we are being controlled. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Had to wet my whistle. So, I'm using YouTube for an example. And it applies to your job too. Have y'all noticed on your job, have you ever been on a job or noticed somebody on the job, like you're making a certain amount of money? And say, for instance, you get a raise. And then they cut your hours. Has that ever happened to anybody? And you want to like, hold up now, hold up. They give you a raise, and then you don't get no overtime. They cut your overtime. You was getting overtime with the lower pay, but now they didn't give you a raise, and they cut your overtime. They cut your hours. They stand there and watch the time clock, make sure you don't get over 40 hours. Simplify. We live in a crazy world. We about to have a moment of truth. I'm glad y'all here and glad y'all decided to join in on this Tuesday afternoon while I got two trucks sitting out there not working. And I was happy for a couple of days, that I worked a couple of weeks in a row. Then it all came right back, the reminder to where we've always been for a few years now. And I had a troll get on here and say, I can't believe a truck driver can't find no work, because I was talking about people that have been writing me from all over the country that saying they ain't worked all month. They looking for a job, there's plenty of good paying trucking jobs. Are you in trucking? Let me explain to you when I say my trucks are parked. I can't find decent work. I told y'all about a friend of mine that just hit me up. Thank you, Daniel Smith. A friend of mine that said they just lost their contract. He's trying to find a job out in Texas. He in Mobile. He's looking all in Texas for a trucking job. And one of y'all who want to make it look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't believe you can't find a trucking job. You need to do this. Yeah, you can find a trucking job just like you can find a job. You can find a job, yeah. How many of y'all are just looking for a job? especially if you have a skill. There's trucking jobs open all over the country. Did y'all know that there's trucking job when you break it down by the hour, don't even pay minimum wage? Did y'all know that? Y'all think just cause somebody got a CDL and it's a trucking job that you're gonna make money? Did y'all know that there's trucks out there going down the road? I have driven a truck 3,000 miles in a week and brought home $600. Over the road, going all week long. 3,000 miles. Imagine that some of y'all that don't want to drive to the next city over. Well, thank you, Pam Warren. Imagine y'all that don't want to drive. You know, some of y'all don't like to drive nowhere. Like, because I once like that. I can't believe I'm a truck driver. Now I hated driving, but I love it now. And a lot of y'all don't want to drive 100 miles. And I drove 3,000 miles in a week on numerous occasions, not just one time. This ain't a one-time thing. This is an every week type thing. Because you got to get the miles to get the money, like getting hours on a job. You got to get your hours. Well, truck driver, we got to get our miles. And I was getting paid like 30 cents a mile. 3,000 miles, add that up, that's $900 gross. Then I done took out what you call, Trucker J, I'm going to get to that. And you better stay there too, Trucker J. You better not move. Trucker J, he said he's in food service, which is good paying. Anybody that's in the trucking industry right now, if you knew, you just getting in, I'm going to tell y'all a handful of good paying trucking jobs right now. It once paid well to be an owner operator like I am, and I'm hoping to God that it'll get back to that, because I don't ever want to go back to being driving for somebody. So he's in food service like Cisco, what's the other one? American Food, some of them that deliver the food to the restaurants. They make good. Hard work, you can't be lazy, but it pays extremely well. Cryogenics, which is hauling oxygen, chemicals. You have to have your hazmat, your hazardous material endorsement. Hauling chemicals, you're hauling frozen liquid that they freeze it so cold where it turns into a gas. Oxygen that you breathe at the hospital, that's brought in on the truck. That pays good. It's a few handful of companies that actually pay good. But would you say you got millions of truck jobs in America? We all can't get those handful of jobs. The handful of jobs that pay well in trucking, it ain't enough to go around for all the truckers. So that's why I say we can't find a job. I've been in the game since 97. I'm not going to be out here driving for no $600 a week. Been out here this long. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Cisco work you hard, but it depends on, I guess you got to set your own pay because you don't get paid by the hour, I don't think. It's hard work. Cisco, McLean, that food service stuff. If you in the trucking industry and you probably just like me, going from job to job to job because you a sold a bill of goods, that trucking, you're going to get paid. You'll see the truck riding around with the sign on the side of it saying $2,500 a week. That's a lie. Flat out lying to you. Now, hold on, y'all need to change this back. So when I get off this live, I'm going straight to the gym. I'm trying to get in shape again. I'd have lost right at 18 pounds so far. And I'm trying to lose about another 20 more. I'm gonna have to be a stripper. Gotta do something strange for a little change. Gotta find a way to make it. Do what you gotta do. But so you on a job. You just got a raise. You happy, you celebrate. I just got a job, and then you go to work the next week. Well, we cutting the hours back to 8 hours. You were working plenty of overtime till you got that raise. Now they're cutting your hours. They're controlling you. They're controlling you. They watching you. They watch what you say. Have you ever been on the phone talking about a product like to your mom or sister, somebody talking about something you've been wanting to buy, a TV, something like that. And then when you get out the phone and then you go online just scrolling, you'll see number TV ads popping up. Have you noticed that? And if y'all didn't hear me in the beginning, I'm going live again tonight sometime. I'm tired of making these videos. I think, and I see some content creators that have been on here much longer than I have. I don't know how to reach out to them. I want to ask them a question. I see they don't do recorded videos no more like I do. They just go live all the time. Every time they come on, they go live. They don't make recorded videos. I wonder is there a reason for that? Something behind that. So I'm just wondering. So I'm trying something different here. I'm gonna go live a little more often. I'm still gonna make my recorded videos because it's I like doing that. That's what got me started, and a lot of y'all like that. So just be careful and understand that what you may be dealing with now, your financial situation, pretty much every situation in your life, all the way down to your health, they're in control of your health. Did you know that? They actually control how healthy you are. Oh, they make money on super chats. Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all that sent me money on my super chat. So they controlling your health. How are they doing that, Big Ward? You think of the coincidence? When I was growing up, and it'd be a funeral, right? When I was a little boy, we didn't have many funerals. Every blue moon, there was a funeral. Anybody that was born in the 70s or older, do y'all remember this? Let me take y'all back. Do y'all remember this time? Because this ain't normal. That ain't how it is now. It's funerals. There's 4 or 5 of them every weekend from where I'm from. But when I was growing up, it was a funeral every now and then. And when it was a funeral, it was an old person, old lady, old man. Funerals used to always be old lady, old people. That who was known for dying when I was growing up. Wow, thank you, Zane. I appreciate that. You know, that's one of my people I actually talked to on the phone, a friend of mine. Thank you. I actually care about y'all. I actually have people that I talk to on the phone, and I don't trust many folks. So I didn't bet it out. She proven herself to be legit, and we talk. 2 o'clock in the morning. Depends. But yes, there's a funeral. Just like he just said, who just said that? KC Digital 90. There's a funeral every day. I'm just talking about the 5 on the weekend. The last funeral I went to few months ago, when we made it to the cemetery, our procession, you know, when you're riding in the line of car with the light flashing and whatever, you're riding behind the hearse for your people. We get to the cemetery, we couldn't go in the cemetery. We had to wait outside in line because they already had 3 more ahead of us. Exactly, Tristan. Just be glad to be alive, because I don't know when the last time you've been to a funeral. The last few I've been to, we had to sit outside at the burial site at the graveyard, Whispering Pines in Mobile, Alabama. We had to sit out. We had to sit our procession. We had to wait outside till they let us in. There was no room. There wasn't no room for all the people to be in the cemetery at the same. You know how big a cemetery is? And they couldn't fit all of us in there at the same time. That's how many people were having a funeral at the same time, same day. You think that's by coincidence? You think that's a coincidence? And what's the ages now? You very rarely see old people. We're not living to get old anymore. That's why they raised the age of Social Security. How many old people, if you done been to funerals lately, I'm all up and down Facebook every day looking for content, and I just like being on Facebook. Every time I look around somebody my age or younger, RIP, RIP. This one hit me hard. This one hurt me. I can't believe this. I can't believe you're gone. No, not my brother. No, not my sister. Oh, Lord. I can't. All day. Young people. Young people with old people diseases. Them diseases that used to be for old folks. Them were old people diseases that young people are dying from nowadays. The ex-girlfriend of mine I told y'all about, Bridget, her brother died from colon cancer. Well, you know, colon cancer is a big killer amongst people. He was 35. He was 35. They don't even recommend you take the colon screening, the colonoscopy, which I take. They don't even recommend you take the screening at 35. He died from colon cancer at 35. There are certain illnesses that people are dying from nowadays that were once for old people, to where they don't even let you take the test for it unless you're a certain age, like 50 or older. But yet, those diseases are killing young people now. It's time for a moment of truth. Those diabetes, cancer, diabetes, cancer, 21 years old with high blood pressure. So you call yourself, you're going to eat healthy. You know, I want to eat healthy. You're going to eat your fruits and vegetables. We've discussed this before. You go get your fruits and vegetables. And you're feeling good about yourself. But you notice you ain't feeling no better. You notice you ain't looking no better. You notice you still feel bloated. But I'm eating healthy. Fruits, vegetables, and you still sick. It's the food. It's the food. And if the food don't kill you, the stress will. The stress of just being alive. Nowadays, being alive kills you. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at the door. It might be my. Hold on. Go ahead. Ain't that some ish? I ain't never hear, now that I'm here, somebody knocking on the door. Don't nobody come by and see me. Some dude looking for the maintenance man. Like, what the fuck? I thought Jehovah Witness, but today, Tuesday, can't be them. So anyway, you exercising, eating right, still come down with something. So the eating right, exercising ain't helping. But do it anyway. Ain't telling you not to do it because I'm going to go do it now, but I'm finna just go do it trying to look good. I ain't doing it trying to live forever. I'm getting in the gym. I don't know. I don't want to show y'all yet because it ain't sliced up yet. I'm holding a lot of water. So I'm dropping my little weight right now, finally. From y'all helping me finally gonna do what I've been saying I was gonna do. I've been procrastinating about. Because I can't tell y'all to pursue your dreams if I'm not pursuing mine. I always tell y'all to pursue your dreams, which made me now pursuing mine again. So the weight coming off because I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to see Big Ward practicing what he preach. And it'll motivate y'all to hit the gym and do what you need to do. Not to live forever, just to look good. And make sure the wood still work to blow them. Y'all know what I like to do. But anyway. So if the food don't kill you, life will kill you. I heard somebody say you might as well go all out in life. Do everything you can in life. Because you ain't gonna get out of here alive anyway. You might as well live it to the fullest as best you can. I know it's hard. Hey, Linda Lewis. So now, you see the food is part of what's killing us. When you wake up in the morning, as the Bible says, put on the whole armor of God. Because soon as you wake up, the arrows coming at you of life, the stress, the bills. I got a letter from IRS. What they want? My mortgage, my rent. Am I ever gonna own a house? All right, I own a house, but now I'm 50. It's a 30-year mortgage. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna live to see it paid off. Somebody somewhere right now. How did I block somebody if you here now? Bless the breed. If you here now, how are you blocked? You probably get blocked, but this joker said I blocked him while he's sitting the comment. Woosah. Let me calm down. Calm down, big boy. Calm down. Calm down, big boy. That's just what I'm talking to the people about right now. Stress. Stress is a major killer. How you feel is a major killer. Be careful how you feel. It's more than just words when you say, I ain't gonna let nobody stress me out. Nothing or nobody gonna stress me out. Hold true to that. No, I want to bounce off of this for a minute. I'm gonna be on here for a little while. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got no job. What y'all having for lunch? Somebody send me something to eat. Lunch on who? I want to talk about something, y'all, that's gonna probably piss some men off. and it's about a woman. And fellas, bear with me, listen to me. Listen to me before you go off on me. Because y'all notice I have a tendency to sometimes uplift women, but I also uplift men. But I'm talking about real women, I'm talking about real men, not 304s, not a 304 woman, not a 304 man. We're talking about real men and women right here. And we're going to talk about something else we're missing right now in the human existence. We hear women on these podcasts, on these shows, fried pork chops, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. I'm going to go check my blood pressure right now just reading what you having for lunch. I'm going to check my blood pressure, call it what you having for lunch, worded 314. Fried pork chops. Oh my God. Now, you watch these podcasts and you hear people, women talk about what they want out of a man. I want this, I want that, I want that, they got to be this, blah, 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 I want it. And then what's the main thing you hear a man say in response? What do y'all say when you hear a woman on these podcasts and videos talking about what they want from a man? What up, Hen Den? Shout out to Hen Den, new and upcoming channel. Y'all go check him out right there at the Hen Den. Powerful testimony. When you listen to these women talking about what they want from a man, fellas, what's the number one thing we ask in return? What do you bring to the table? We always ask the women, what do they bring to the table for us? In return, because everything supposed to be give and take, you're supposed to give something to get something, right? So we always ask, what do you bring to the table as a woman for all these demands that you got? And usually, I ain't gonna lie, the women that are making these demands on these podcasts, they ain't bringing nothing to the table. But there's only one thing that a woman's supposed to bring to the table for a man in return for all that he does for her. For all the protecting, providing, and everything that a man is supposed to do for a woman, there's only one thing, fellas, that we need and must have from a woman in order for her to have value in our life. It's one thing. Well, that's that respecting all that gonna tie into what I'm gonna tell y'all. We do a lot of talking about 50-50 on the bills. If you're a man, you know what I'm talking about when I say that we don't need your 50-50 on no bills. I'm paying my bill right now. I don't have no, I'm paying all the bills right now, 100%. I'm paying 100% right now. So what I need, that is what I need the woman to bring to the table. Well, that's just me. I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for every man about what you need her to bring to the table. I'm gonna tell you what I need for her to bring to the table and what God gave her that for me, that as a man we feed off of. It's our lifeblood. It's our food. Yeah, men want sex, but that's natural. Let me get to the point. It's not half on the bill. It's not sex. It's not your looks. We don't care about your degrees. And we damn sure ain't studying that boss bitch attitude. You can take that somewhere and you know what you can do with that. What men, and it go opposite what a woman needs from that man, more than anything else, what we need from that woman is feminine energy. Everything is energy. We are energy. Everything around you is energy. We as men are masculine energy. Well, not all of us. Some of y'all, hey, I ain't talking about y'all. The feminine energy a masculine man feeds off of. That's what a man like me, what a woman must bring to the table for me is her feminine energy. Imagine this. If you're an electrician and you got a plug, you know, you got the male end and you got the female end for electricity, for power. One ain't gonna work without the other. One ain't gonna work without the other. Electricity, y'all know what I'm talking about. Female end, male end, which is the inserted, female end, which is the receiver of the wall. You take a plug, the male, and you plug it into the female in the wall. Voila, I can turn these lights on and off. I'll be in the male. I cannot work. I could not function properly without that feminine energy, without having that woman to plug into. The feminine energy. Now, fellas, and I ain't sitting around here telling y'all to go get no woman. Nah, big boy, it's too late there. I get it. They're not doing it. I know. That ain't what I'm saying, fellas. All I'm letting y'all know, even though we ain't getting it from them, and a lot of them ain't getting from us what they need, which is the masculine energy. We are energy. Follow me. Feminine energy, masculine energy. Yes, the divine energy, which is our master, where all the power come from. But in order to unlock the power from the divine energy, the creator, these lights ain't gonna work. Even though the electricity is already here. The power is already here before you plug into the wall. Before we ever discovered electricity, it already existed. So now you take the plug, the masculine energy, the receptacle, the wall, the feminine energy, same as we do with sex. You combining energies. And if you connect to the wrong energy, the wrong plug, there's no fuse, it's not wired right, the wiring is faulty behind the wall. In other words, that woman that you done plugged into, or that man that has plugged into you. If the wiring behind this wall right here that I got my lights and computer and everything plugged up to, if everything, the wires and roaches and rats and gnawed on the wires, and the wiring ain't right. See, most of our wiring is not right. The women, their wiring ain't right. The men, our wiring ain't right. So when we plug into each other, boom, explosion. Because we ain't right. We ain't wired right. I understand that now, Lucifer. I'm just saying what we miss and how it's supposed to be. Now, I ain't telling y'all about what it is. I'm telling you how it's supposed to be. What we're supposed to be expecting from a woman is her feminine energy. If there's a man out here right now with a woman and she's giving him that correct feminine energy, that man out here conquering the world. Some of us are conquering the world without the woman. I know. I'm just talking about how it's supposed to be. I ain't talking about how it is. I'm just talking about how it's supposed to be. I'm not talking about how it is. What a woman supposed to be bringing to the table for a man is her feminine energy. When a man plugs into that feminine energy, he takes off. He's energized. If you got the right woman with you, fellas, I'm plugging it without a woman too. That ain't what. See, you're missing the point. As always, the point is gonna go over somebody's head, and I ain't trying to catch it for you. If you miss it, you miss it. I have told y'all about a close friend of mine that was a crackhead. Met a woman, he ain't smoked dope since. Prospering, doing well for himself and hers. They still together. They still together. He did something that most of us can't do nowadays. Is find that right one. That's the issue. That's the issue. Finding the right feminine energy to plug into. And when you plug into her, she gives you power. When she gives you that power that she's supposed to be giving you, you don't need her help on the rent. You don't need no 50-50 when you with the right woman with that feminine energy and you plug into her. She's going to have you so fired up, so motivated, so ready to go, so ready to do better. Because you're going to want to do better for yourself and you're going to appreciate her. You're going to want to make sure she's straight. So to the women out here that's saying, these men, I know it's messed up. Like, what he saying? Mr. Gorilla Bear Tech. I'm not telling you, again, that there's a lot of these type of women I'm talking about out here. It's not. They mind on something else. They are feminists. Yes, they are. Feminists don't have feminine energy. They have masculine energy. You can't have two plugs. That's what we got going on right now. Relationships ain't working. Marriages ain't working. Like Mr. Gorilla talking about right here, why he don't want nothing to do with no women nowadays with no serious tip. And a lot of other men don't want nothing to do with a woman on a serious tip. Because the feminine energy is missing. We got masculine energy looking for feminine energy to plug into, and all he running into is more masculine energy. So they like this, button heads. All we got now is men and women button heads. The woman won't let the man plug into her. No relationship no more. No marriages no more. The woman's supposed to be like this. The plug. Perfect harmony. Everything working how it's supposed to work. The lights gonna come on. When you plug up and hit the switch. Boop, turn the lights on. Ain't nothing finna come on like this but darkness. We stand in darkness. We living in darkness right now because you got men and women displaying the same energy. Or you got the women with the masculine energy, but the men are with the feminine energy. So the men are getting plugged into. pagan. Or you got women that have the feminine energy, but then ran across a man with feminine energy. So now you got two receivers. Still ain't gonna work. That's what we're dealing with. You got masculine women, can't be with masculine men. You got two plugs. That ain't gonna work. Can't get no power like that. No power gonna come with two plugs. You must have a plug and a receptacle. The woman, the receiver. The man is the giver, the woman is the receiver. A woman is supposed to receive from the man. I ain't getting any hold nothing. A man is supposed to give to that woman. And she, in return, gives him power. If things were in order, they out of order. So don't get me wrong. I'm begging y'all, don't get me wrong what I'm saying. We are out of order, but I'm explaining to you why. All I'm doing is giving you the why. That's all I'm doing. I'm not defending women. I'm not defending men. I'm giving you the why of why the marriages are done, why relationships are done, and why I don't think we'll ever get back right until the good Lord come home and do what He's gonna do. But that's how it was supposed to be. And that's why we're in the condition we're in right now. We have reached a point where the men are hating the women and the women are hating the men. And we need each other to survive. So if you hate what you need to survive, guess what you ain't gonna do? You ain't gonna survive. Sorry. So let me have it. Y'all ain't let me have it. Let me have it. Hey, Cynthia, my hometown friend. Now let me go on to the next topic, something that was touching on my heart. A show of hands. How many of y'all have been straight up, blatantly lied on? I'm talking about it. I've had stuff said about me that was true, but man, I had most stuff said about me that was a straight up lie. Raise your hand if you've been lied on. I'm talking about something that's so outlandish. Like, say what? I did what? What? Okay, I see. I'm not the only one. Then I'm seeing y'all. I'm not the only one that has been lied on for nothing. Now let me explain where I'm going with this. Throughout my lifetime, it just something I just found out about me. That I didn't even know. I done heard it before. Y'all done heard it before. Let me give you an example. I was married. And I'm at home with my wife every day. How crazy this is. And I was a truck driver. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Keep that in mind. I'm going somewhere with you. Y'all need to remember that part. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So I'm at home and I noticed my ex-wife was acting kind of weird. Like she was following me, looking at me over my shoulder. Like, what the hell? She doing? You know, I ain't think much of it. My son was like 6 months old. And I was on my way to work. Like, I have to be to work like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning on a particular job. So I would stop every morning at this gas station on my way to work. Now I'm gonna talk about another gas station, but that's not this one. On my way to work, I would stop every morning to get me a cup of coffee, right? I'm a coffee junkie. And this particular morning, it's probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 to 5 o'clock. I'm looking for my wallet. I can't find my wallet. So I go back home to get my wallet. My wife gone. Well, damn, she was here when I left. I just left. It's 4:30 in the morning. Where the hell she at? With my baby. So I called. Where you at? Oh, I'm following you. You following me? You got my baby out here at 4:30 in the morning following me for what? I'll tell you. So she commenced to tell, once the day was over, I got back home, we talked. Somebody done told my wife, which was her cousin, that I had been seeing the manager at the gas station she worked at. And guess why? She said it was me. I told y'all about I don't drink and smoke, right? I said that for a reason. This particular girl that told my wife that I was seeing the manager at her store was her cousin. And one Saturday, I was coming from the flea market and I stopped at the store that her cousin worked at and got me a cup of coffee. And I saw her cousin and I spoke to her and said, hey, I said my wife's name, I'm her husband. Oh, hey, how you doing? This ain't the store I go to way on the other side of town. I don't go to this store on a regular basis. This woman went and told my wife that since she don't see me at that store, somehow I don't come to that store the most as I saw her up there. I never went to that store. And she overheard her manager talking about her man who drive trucks. He don't smoke. He don't drink. Her manager's boyfriend. She was eavesdropping on her manager's conversation, talk about her boyfriend or the guy that she's seeing, and he don't smoke, he don't drink, and he's a truck driver. Guess who this woman went back and told my wife was the man that lady was seeing? I'm gonna give y'all a chance to guess. My wife's cousin told her that I was at a store at 3 o'clock every morning meeting this woman. And I'm sitting here looking at my wife on the floor. I mean, literally rolling around on the floor crying, devastated, telling me about this woman I'm going to meet every morning at 3 o'clock that her cousin told her about. I called her by her name and said, hold up for me. Let me ask you one question. What time do I leave the house? I don't leave home till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Woman, I'm laying on the side of you at 3 o'clock every morning. What are you talking about? No, literally. Just how a lie would damage people. Even though you know where I am at 3 o'clock, the time that I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, it ain't like at 3 o'clock I was actually gone. And now I would understand. You believe me. But I'm laying on side of you at 3 o'clock. How do you believe something like that? Have you ever been lied on? My wife was devastated, even though she knew. And I wondered, how did I stick in there with that? Because you accusing me of being somewhere at the same time I'm with you. The same time I'm with you, I'm supposed to be somewhere with another woman. Now, if I wasn't with you at this time, I get it. I don't get up at no 3 o'clock in the morning. Not even if a job want me to get up and be at work at 3 in the morning. I ain't gonna take that job. It ain't happening. Anybody know me, know what I'm talking about. Anybody ever been in a relationship with me to know me, 3 o'clock in the morning, they ain't moving. I'm like, why do I gotta go see her at 3 in the morning when you know I don't move at no 3 o'clock? For not even for money. I'm gonna go meet a woman at 3 o'clock in the morning for some coochie. For some coochie. 3 o'clock in the morning. Why I can't wait to 3 o'clock in the evening? What's so special about this woman? I'm going to get up out the, which I wasn't getting up out the bed. That's the point. I wasn't out the bed. I'm laying on the side of your ass at 3 o'clock. You in here rolling around on the floor crying, blowing snot bubbles, because your cousin told you I'll be at the store where she work at every morning at 3 o'clock. And I'm laying on the side of you. Fast forward. We've been divorced for a little while. She finally told me. I found out she was lying on you. No shit, Sherlock. I wasn't supposed to be with her no way, though. She wasn't for me. Some of y'all in a relationship right now being accused of bullshit. Like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? I'm doing what? You a homebody getting accused of running the streets. You ain't going nowhere. The folks sitting right there on the couch with you. Talking about you in them streets. Somebody said they saw you here. They saw... N-word. I'm sitting right here on the couch with your ass. I've been in so many relationships of women coming back telling me about what somebody, and it be women. Or, I don't rewind, pause. They say it was women. Couldn't find out now, I believe it was men. It be men. Fellas. If you got a woman that's constantly coming back accusing you, talking about somebody told her they saw you here, they saw you doing this, you doing this, you doing that, it'd be a dude talking to your girl. It'd be a dude. If you're wondering, where's she getting this shit from? What is she talking about? See, a lot of times, when a woman go tell your girl something about you, she been seeing you for real. A dude will make up some shit about you. Yeah, she cheated on me. Yeah, she was cheating. That's one reason. Yeah. You got to be careful too when folks accusing your stuff. You know you ain't do. You got to be careful about that. There are men out here that will go tell your girl, like her work husband. You know, most women have a work husband, work boyfriend. If you don't know what it is, look it up. If you don't know what a work husband is, especially if it's a woman that work at an office, a warehouse, a plant, a hospital, they got work husbands. Most of them. Yeah, I don't defend myself, Lucifer. I try not to. Depends on what it is. So y'all be. It's a crazy world. Now, some of us I want to talk to y'all about. I was gonna save this for later. Or should I? No, I'm gonna tell y'all this later. Now, I'm gonna talk about it later. I mean, I'm gonna get on live later about something else. I'll find something else to talk about. Let's talk about this Super Bowl halftime show. Do y'all mind? I feel like being called Uncle Tom today, because I know it's coming. Oh, black people, y'all ready for me to be Uncle Ruckus for a minute? I never gave my take. Have y'all been hearing the talk about the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar? I've been giving my take on it. Been hearing everybody one end say, it was the worst halftime show I hadn't seen. I don't know what they were talking about. I don't get it. It was boring. Black and white. If you white and you said it, that it was a boring halftime show. If you white and you said you didn't like it, you know they called you, right? If you're a white person, I'm going to tell you, mister, if you're a white person, and you didn't like Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, you're racist. If you're a black person and you didn't like the halftime show, you just don't get it. You don't get the message. It went over your head. You ain't deep enough. You ain't woke. Let me repeat that. There's two types of people that didn't like Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. White people and black people. You know, I'm sure other racist people, but we're the two main players in this, white and black. If you white and didn't like it, you're a racist. If you black and didn't like it, you just ain't woke. You don't get it. It went over your head. You ain't see the message. See, he was giving a message. Then he brought Serena out and she crip walked and she did this and yeah. You just don't get it. It was too deep for you. See, you just want to be, that's what they're saying about black folks. You just want to be entertained. You don't want to be educated. That's what they say about black folk like me that didn't enjoy it. For Mr. who just asked me how did I feel about it, I hated it. It was boring. So I'm accused. I just want to be entertained. Yeah, it's a Super Bowl. I want to be entertained. I'm always educating myself. I'm always reading, studying. I didn't come watch the Super Bowl to be educated. But I ain't deep enough because I ain't get the message. It was a revolution. He revolutionary. He ain't shit. He ain't revolution nothing. Y'all just be talking. What revolution? The revolution will not be televised. A halftime show at the Super Bowl ain't no revolution, baby. Y'all need to go back. All right, say it's one thing to give a message. I ain't tripping off whether or not he was trying to give a message or not. I'm tripping out. To me, it was boring. I'm watching the halftime show to be entertained because I'm watching the Super Bowl to be entertained. You got to be careful who y'all call yourself trying to let educate you, because you might be getting educated by a fool. You can't let anybody so-called educate you. I ain't trying to let Kendrick Lamar educate me. Appreciate the Trend G. Y'all check out my man Trent Henderson channel. He got more subscribers than me, but he always shout me out, and I appreciate you, Young G. Young man, a lot of knowledge. So let me finish going in there. Call me Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me, Uncle Ruckus. It wasn't deep to me. America was built on this supposed to be the messages, right? America was built on the backs of black people. No shit. I need to see that at a Super Bowl halftime show to know that. I didn't know that until Kendrick Lamar did a halftime show. I didn't know America was built on the backs of black people. I didn't know that. He also exposed how black folk deal with racism in America. I had no clue. Thanks, Kendrick Lamar, for enlightening me. I didn't know. I'm just listen to me. Last year, what was the last year with Beyonce when she gave homage to the Black Panthers? That was a message too. But the show was lit, and she gave a message. Beyonce, y'all remember Black Panthers? All of them dressed in black. Y'all remember the Black Panthers? Real revolutionary, the real revolutionary, not Kendrick Lamar, the Black Panther Party. Y'all remember them? Some real revolutionaries. Beyonce, in her Super Bowl halftime show, gave homage to them, showed respect to them. And her show was fire. Kendrick Lamar was boring. I don't care what the message was. See, I am educated, and I didn't get it. And when I did go back and read what he's supposed to be trying to tell me, I'm like, that shit I already know. Duh. It was boring. Sorry. Call me what you want. I didn't watch the Super Bowl to be educated. I watched the Super Bowl so Jalen Hurts can get that trophy. And then I was hoping to have a Michael Jackson type, Prince type performance on the halftime show. I didn't get that. I got a message. I got educated about the revolution that don't exist. We ain't got no revolution. We ain't got no revolutionaries in America no more. Who's gonna lead the revolution? Al Sharpton? Okay, I get it, Mr. Samuel Jackson like Django. Okay. Monday morning, back to work, everything's still the same for black people in America. Great job, Kendrick. Now what? What we gonna do now? But get on Facebook and YouTube and talk shit back and forth amongst each other. The ones who got it talking shit about the ones who didn't. Calling me a sellout, whatever, because I ain't like it. That's all we got right now. That's all we got at the halftime show. The people that claim they understood the message talking shit about the people that didn't. That's it. How else did Kendrick Lamar, and I ain't tripping because it ain't meant to be all that. It's just a halftime show. He ain't gonna save the black race with no halftime show. We fucked. I ain't tripping off the message. Great message. Genius. Brilliant. Show was still boring. Now, and then y'all celebrating Serena Williams crip walking. Doing a little crip walk. Yeah, she did it. She busted down. I'm finna really be a coon now. I'm really finna be an Uncle Charm now. Y'all ready? Get your Uncle Ruckus insults ready. Serena Williams. She do her little crip walk. She got on her blue. She was representing for Compton. She was representing for Compton. We love to sit. She was representing for Compton. What that mean? What the hell does that mean? You representing for Compton. Okay. Now let's get into the history of the Crips. Do y'all know who the Crips are? And I've said this a lot. I'm finna get to that, Real J. I've said this a lot. My people perish for lack of knowledge. We celebrate gangsterism. We celebrate criminality. You'll get a bigger party coming home from prison than you will coming home from college. In my community. They'll throw you a party quicker if you just got home from prison than they will if you just graduated college. In my community. We love the gangster. It's the culture. We're doing it for the culture. The black, we don't have a culture in America no more. They took it. 1 minute y'all saying the white man stole our culture, stole our language, stole our history, and now y'all gonna turn around and call this mess that y'all call hip hop, rap, whatever, our culture. I thought the white man stole our culture. This crap ain't our culture. This is not black culture. He said the Crips started as a peaceful organization. Satan started as an angel. Crips started as a peaceful organization. I know the history of the Crips. They started to protect the black people from the crooked police. But then what they end up becoming. Satan, according to the Bible, was an angel in heaven. That ain't what they end up becoming. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Yeah, the Crips were peaceful at one time. The very first starting of the Crips was to protect the neighborhood from outsiders coming in, hurting the neighborhood people. It was just protection like the Black Panthers. They started out like the Black Panthers on that mission. And then it turned to what we got now, where it's just black on black crime, nothing else. So, if you do your history, once you said the white man stole our culture, stole our history, stole our names, all that y'all said they did to us, and now y'all claiming a culture that they gave you to destroy you. The same white man that you said stole your culture gave you the culture that you celebrate now. The same white man is the one that's pumping that destructive music into our community. How you like me now? This culture that we call black culture, whatever you want to call it, is pure demonic. Have you heard the music that we listen to that we call black culture? F that N-word, kill that N-word, say a drug to the N-word. Any type of positive music now ain't gonna say it. You're saying not all of them. The ones that are positive, who are they? As Jay-Z said, he used to rap like Common, but he didn't get no sense. So he ain't rap like Common sense. What means is, like on this platform, you talking positive, something to uplift people, they ain't gonna blow up. You don't hear that stupid is blow up. Nobody want to hear no positive rap, no positive music. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear shoot 'em up, bang, bang. They want to hear about shake that, shake it, beat it over. That's what we got right now, and they package it up and sold it to us as black culture. This is our culture. They gave us a culture they wanted us to have, something they know would destroy us, and we accepted it with open arms. Hip hop, this ain't hip hop. This is what y'all calling black culture, Compton, the Crips. So now we got a black woman whose sister was killed by the same gang. She doing a ceremonial or whatever you call it dance. You know how these fraternities, the Kappas and the Alphas and all these different sororities, the fraternities, how they little step, you know, the Kappa do a little shimmy, they look kind of zesty to me, but you know the Kappas, the red ones, I think, the pretty boys, they got their little dance they be doing, to be shimmying, and they used to have a candy cane where they were twirling the cane. Well, the Crips got their own little move. It's called the Crip Walk. So here you are, supposed to be delivering a message, and you Crip walking. Oh, big boy, it's just a culture. You're a sellout. That's what they've been calling me when I comment on people's posts about how they celebrate how, yeah, she represented for Compton. And people with some common sense, with some sense, come like, she Crip walking. They kill people. Not just people, black people. There are black people that kill other black people. They killed her sister. And she, and y'all, yeah, look out. Yeah, yeah. How effed up can you be in the head? How effed up can you be in the head? You up here celebrating, doing the dance that was started by the gang that killed your sister. And the rest of you out here calling me all types of sellouts. Y'all a sellout. Because y'all celebrate that stuff. Y'all the threat to the black community. You're ignorant. Your ignorance is the threat to the black community. But you refuse to look at that. So instead, to keep from looking at yourself, somebody like me who gonna bring you that pure, uncut, raw truth, you call me a sellout. And I'm telling you nothing but the truth. The Crips, the Bloods, no game deserve to be celebrated by any group of people. What's wrong with y'all? Who does that but black folks? Who the? So the Crips are some heroes now? So you telling me the Crips are heroes and y'all applauding her up there doing their dance? You got kids around here doing a dance like it's just a dance, sacrificing themselves to demonic forces and don't even know it. Y'all don't know what y'all be doing. Just doing stuff. Going along with the crowd. It looked good. It looked fun. Do it. I see this crowd all over the place. Crip walk, crip walk. Are we talking about the same Crips? It's bigger than me. I know that much. I'm just talking. It's bigger than me. So she representing for Compton by crip walking, but Compton is the dump. How about representing, y'all want to represent Compton and go fix up Compton? How about that? Build some schools in Compton. You know. How about represent like that? If you want to represent where you from. But instead, I'm representing by getting on stage and crip walk. Private justice, are you telling me you what you unsubscribe and you let me know you leave? What? Oh, I'm a good old boy. We'll get him out of here. Hold on, where he went? Hold on, let me block a few. See what I mean, y'all? What did I say that wasn't true? See what I mean? He probably crip walk. You see what I mean by these ignorant N words? I'm down for the black community in a real way, not just internet talking. I can show you a neighborhood full of little black kids right now that I spent out my own pocket buying them basketball goals and balls to play with to get them something to do in the evening when they get out of school and on the weekend. Out of my own pocket. Just gave it to them. They got a brand new $500 basketball goal out there that I paid for. Little black kids. What you doing, M. Home, besides getting on here Twitter fingers? I'm a good old boy. Ask these little black kids in my community, am I a good old boy? Ask them about me. Come out here trying to mess with me and watch what happens. When everybody in my apartment complex tell you about me, and they black. You ain't worse than clowns. And I'm going to keep calling y'all out. You can call me what you want to call me. I don't care. I represent for real in my black community. I ain't just talking on here. But I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to tell you it's all right when it ain't. I ain't going to condone your BS behavior. I'm not going to condone us continuing to destroy ourselves because you don't get it and think you deep. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. You go on out there and come in there and do your crip walk. That's what you do. Get off the internet talking, tapping, typing. Now let me go and block you. I told y'all it was coming. I'm surprised I ain't seen Uncle Ruckus yet. Ain't nothing changed. None about they don't want to hear no God. No, tell them what they want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I don't care if nobody like me. I don't even care about the like button. Do y'all ever hear me start my videos out saying like, comment, subscribe, like a lot of channels do? I don't care if you don't hit the like button. That's how much I don't care about nobody liking me. People come, people go. The truth remains. I love you too, Mississippi woman on the dirt road. I don't waste no time on no riffraff. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm going to say it out of my own mouth if you never heard me say it. I love all people. I don't rock with nobody because I don't trust no damn body. But I still love people enough to not hurt nobody. Do you wrong, F over you. But I ain't going to let you do me wrong either. But I especially love my people. I love black people. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in us. Way more than y'all disappointed in me calling me Uncle Tom. I'm way more disappointed than y'all. Because for real, y'all are real sellouts. You letting your children listen to that music, you the sellout. You think do I be moisturizing my head? That's the light, man. Oh, do I moisturize my head? Bless your heart. So right now, my community is stuck in ignorance. And if you happen to be a black person, God damn, that's the kind of one I like. If you happen to be a black person that's on the real, you're true, then you can relate to what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Here we are, people. We read about it, we see it on movies, TV shows, what have you, slavery and everything. We can't imagine what our ancestors, we can't imagine the pain, the suffering, and the horror that our ancestors went through here. And they survived it. Only for us to be where we at right now, doing what we do. Come on, y'all. Sit back and just watch that and don't say nothing. They go along with y'all so y'all won't call me uncle, a sellout. Just go along with it. When I know it, I'm knowing better. It's wrong. And I'm a sellout for telling you it's wrong. You're a sellout for wanting to continue to do the wrong. You're a sellout destroying your own community. I participated once upon a time in destroying my own community. I'll never do that again. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine last night. We be having, they just found some the other day, some bricks washed up on the beach right down the street from where I live. People be out on the beach. Just imagine you out on the beach, chilling with your family, and about 40 bricks washed up on shore. Free. You don't know nobody. You don't know nobody. And you're a joker like me to know how to move them things. I told her last night, I said, look, where I am right now with mine, if I'm one of the people that's out there on that beach and them bricks wash up, I'm turning them in. I ain't selling nothing. Knowing I can use the money. I know how to move them. Just like that. I'm turning them in. Where my mind is right now, it's all positive. Yes, I talk doom and gloom. That's for awareness and awakening. Hoorah. Thank you, Conquer. He know what I mean by that. Whatever they got on them, they ain't got to worry about me messing with them. Now, if you'd have caught me 30 years ago, and I'd have seen them wash up on shore, I'd have got them, I would have left my fishing reel and everything and hauled that to the house and get up off of them. But now I find them where my mindset is, because I'm not putting that mess in my community. You call me a sellout all you want, but there's no black people walking around here that can ask me for some help, and I don't help them. Now, I ain't paying your bills. Well, I might pay your bills. It depends on the situation. Depends on the situation. I might help you with your bills if I read the situation. I ain't nobody's fool now. But black people, along with anybody else, but black people, especially because we needed the most, you will get some help from me. I'm not going to pull you down in the bucket. I'm going to try to get you out the bucket. And I'm the main one get talked about by my own people. You a sellout. Y'all know what they say about me. I just showed you the dude. I'm a good old boy. It is what it is. But those who know me, they know me. So I appreciate all y'all for your support on this Tuesday, still afternoon. Do I got anything else I want to talk about before I come back later? Hold on, I got my little. Oh. Something else. Thank you, Christopher Thompson. Something else. Now, I'm not going to go too heavy into the politics. I'm trying to take a break from that. I'm tired of the politics, y'all. Because the way I'm seeing it, we screwed either way. And I'm tired of, yes, this is live. Yes, I'm tired of seeing these Democrats crying. This what y'all voted for. They claiming that if you voted for Trump, you're regretting it right now. And I'm tired of I'm tired of all that. I hate I even got into politics. And I'm staying away from the religion. I'm already staying away from religion. I hate I got off into the politics. That's where I got most of my haters from. The political side. The majority of my haters came from politics. Thank you, Fly Guy. So I'm looking at y'all complain because your worst candidate lost against a bad candidate. If y'all can recall, I've said it a million times. I don't think Trump no great candidate. I don't think Trump is the greatest of all time. I've said that a million times before the election. I even debated between the couch. I wasn't excited about voting at all. Do y'all remember me saying that? It's either between the couch or Trump. I was strongly debating not voting at all because I wasn't excited about either one of them. But because I know for a fact Ms. Harris was worse, I'm a sellout. I would be a sellout if I knew she was the worst one and I voted for her anyway because I want to make y'all happy. Then I'll be a sellout. A sellout is a person that goes against what they believe in for somebody else. That's a sellout. Y'all got the wrong definition of what a sellout is. You can't sell out nobody but yourself. A sellout is a person that goes against what they believe to make somebody else like them, accept them. That's a sellout. I didn't sell out. I went for what I believed in, no matter what y'all said. A sellout would be a person that don't believe in, say, doing porn. But then somebody come and offer you $100,000 to do it, and you do it. But it goes against what you believe in. You're a sellout. That's a sellout. Not somebody who don't agree with your political stance. Not somebody who black and don't like Democrats. That's not a sellout. But y'all can't, Y'all don't even know what a sellout is, just be slaying that word around. Sellout, sellout, sellout. A sellout is a person that goes against what they believe for pay or for exchange of something. And then you sold yourself, going against what you believe for payment, whether it be a favor, money, influence, whatever. That's a sellout. I stand on what I believe. I ain't selling out nothing for no Democrats or nobody else. So y'all running around here with this talk about the ancestors are disappointed in me and people and black folks like me. When our ancestors were fighting against the Democrat Party, you said Harriet Tubman, which is my ancestor, will be disappointed in me because I didn't vote Democrat. When it was the Democrats, she was freeing the slaves from, you fools. How is Harriet Tubman going to be disappointed in me for going against the party she was against? My people perish for a lack of knowledge. You died on the sword for the Democrat Party. It ain't nothing I can say to change our mind. I ain't trying to change them. I don't care what you think. You can call me what you want to call me. I know better. I know who the Democrats really are. If you're a Democrat, you can't say nothing about no Republican. If you're affiliated with any political party, let me lay back and relax for this one. If you're affiliated with any political party, you're a seller. Neither one of them parties give a F about us. In the words of y'all hero Kendrick Lamar, they're not like us. See, like here go a Democrat. Trump is the Antichrist. Well, what is Kamala then? She's the harlot on the riding the beast. Who is Kamala? Explain that to Trump is the Antichrist. Well, who's Kamala? What is she? And that's a person who don't read the Bible, but want to throw up words that are in the Bible. The Bible describes what the Antichrist is going to do. when he gets here. The Bible describes the condition the world will be in when the Antichrist shows up. And what he gonna do when he gets here. Trump ain't doing none of that. Trump don't fit the description that the Bible gives of the Antichrist. Before you get on here making yourself look goofy, and I'm gonna put you on Front Street because you're looking goofy, and I want everybody to see how goofy you're looking. Go read the Bible first. Read up on it and study on the Antichrist and his mission and what he's gonna do and what he look like. And then come back and tell me, do Trump fit that description? No, you don't like him. I get it. I get it. But you can't make everybody that you don't like the Antichrist because you don't like him. That's a big word to be thrown around here. So you telling me, call that word, when Obama was president, guess what? Guess what they were calling him? Any guesses? Guess what the people that didn't like Obama was calling him from the other side? Dwayne Price. Do you remember what they called Barack Obama? The ones who didn't like him, like you don't like Trump. They called Obama the Antichrist. You know, his people that didn't like him, his enemies. Obama's the Antichrist. Everybody all don't like is the Antichrist nowadays. Are y'all hearing that son bitch to get here or something? Are y'all his minions or something? Are y'all the minions of the Antichrist? Because y'all don't sound like y'all in a hurry for the Antichrist to show up. Because y'all calling every goddamn body the Antichrist. George Bush was the Antichrist. Obama, not Trump. And none of them, not nan one of them, as we say in the country, fits the description. Now the cops, when they're looking for somebody, do you fit the description? He don't fit the description. Sorry. I'm sorry that I'm well read. And I study before I run my damn mouth. I research before I say some shit. Exactly, accurate fine. What miracles are Trump performing? Here we go, right here. Here go one of the descriptions of the Antichrist. This country, I know he ain't been in office that long. This country's still effed up. The world is still in turmoil, chaos. What miracles have he performed to be called the Antichrist? No, I like when people do that. He don't know what the hell he's doing. I like when, I put up to let y'all see what I'm dealing with. Obama is not the Antichrist. Bush is not the Antichrist. Donald Trump, sorry, he's not the Antichrist. Sorry, Baltimore. To you, he may be a horrible president. He may turn out to be a horrible president. It remains to be seen. But what he ain't going to turn out to be is the Antichrist. And Dwayne Price, I don't believe I'm going to leave you alone. Let me get to what I was going to show y'all. Hold on, y'all. Now, we hear these Democrats crying about this new thing Trump got Elon Musk doing. And they even go so far as to say, we didn't vote for Elon Musk. I know I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't vote for Elon Musk. And I don't see Elon Musk as the president. I see Elon Musk as a person that was appointed to a position by the president that's actually doing the job that the president appointed him to do. That don't make him the president. We didn't elect Elon Musk. No, but Trump was elected and he picked Elon Musk to do a job. And he's doing the job that he was hired to do. And this is some of the stuff he's trying to get rid of. Some of the stuff. Hold on, I don't like him. Now, all that, Elon Musk is what I would call a CPA. Pretty much. He's going over the books. That's it, that's all. He's auditing our books. Seeing where all this money been going. You know, because every time you look around, we having a government shut down, they out of money, we broke, we ain't got this, we ain't got money to fund this, we can't fund that, we can't do this, we can't do that, but they taxing the hell out of us. Y'all don't want to know where all your damn money going? For them to always talk about we broke? They always talking about we broke. But they taxed the hell out of us. And we broke? If you kept giving your wife a couple of $1,000s a week, and she come back to you, you give it to her on Friday, she come back Monday, she broke again. You ain't gonna want to know what she did with the $2,000 you just gave her Friday? Well, damn, what you doing? Don't question me. That's how y'all sound, like a woman. Don't question me what I spend my money on. You gave it to me as my money. I spend on what I want to spend on. Now give me $2,000 more. Is y'all rocking like that? Y'all gonna just let somebody keep spending your money, you don't know what the hell they're spending it on. Sorry, that's not why Trump was elected. He was elected to do just what he's doing. Elon Musk was picked to do just what he's doing. And if you don't like it, sorry, you didn't vote for him no way. Nobody cares what you think about it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Now, let me go over some of this stuff that they are uncovering. Can y'all see that? Is that clear? Is that clear enough for you? Can you see it? Hold on. It says our government spent $6 million to boost Egyptian tourism. What I'm trying to tell y'all, Democrats, which I don't care if you listen to like what I'm saying or not, because I don't like none of y'all for real. Your Democrat Party is crying, fighting, and fussing because they know as he continues to dig, what they've been doing is going to be exposed. You're going to see the corruption. So now, $6 million to boost Egyptian tourism. It's puzzling how the concept of foreign aid ever got off the ground one can at least understand the reason for spending taxpayer money on local schools, roads, and the like, even if you disagree. But how on earth do they sell foreign aid to taxpayers? Okay, here's the deal. We're going to take your money without your consent. That's what the article saying. We're going to take it. That's what taxing is. We're going to take your money without your permission. And then we're going to send it to our friend in a faraway country. There's pretty much nothing in it for you, taxpayer, but thank you. Number 3, training. Y'all read that for me. Spending millions to train DHS employees to be their authentic and best selves. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Training DHS employees to be their authentic and best selves. What the F does that mean? The Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity Infrastructure Agency, have been pursuing some creative training programs as of late. In a federally funded workshop last year, CISA employees focused on effective strategies to build and sustain psychological safety that allow individuals to show up to work as their authentic and best selves. What? Let me repeat this. They had a workshop. They have workshops. So the CISA employees can focus on effective strategies. Let me wet my whistle. To build and sustain psychological safety. Psychological safety, like mental safety. What's psychological safety? That allow individuals to show up to work as their authentic and best selves. You get to show up to work as yourself. The workshop was part of it 5 years. This is why Trump got rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is why he got rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. It wasn't about trying to hurt black folks. It had nothing to do with black folks, white folks, green folks. It got nothing to do with that. DEI. It was this mess. The workshop was part of the 5-year diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility strategic plan, DEI. That's what DEI is, ladies and gentlemen. Ways to funnel money. That's why you get rid of it. Not because it hurt black folks. Again, DEI, training people to show up to work at their best selves. Imagine you at work. They're sending you to a class to teach you how to come to work as yourself. Who else are you coming to work as? Our government spending millions of dollars on this, teaching you how to come to work as yourself. Somebody teaching Big Ward how to get in that truck and drive it as Big Ward. Like I ain't had enough practice with that all my life, how to be me. Somebody figured out a government program to put money into, they steal it. Is what I'm trying to tell y'all in so many words. All these little programs are waiting. How do you think these politicians go in there broke, end up rich? They funneling money through these programs that we don't know nothing about. We don't know nothing about no training DHS employees. We don't know nothing about that. What is that? That's what Elon Musk is uncovering. That's why the Democrats are screaming. They don't want this stuff to be exposed. Oh, this was gonna really tickle your fancy. I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute. I'm gonna sit this right here for a minute, as the young folks say. I'm gonna sit this right here. Did y'all get a whiff of that? Did y'all get a whiff of that? $38 million to dead people. They're not getting it. It's in their name. They're following. Why do you think these politicians spend so much money to get a job that only pays them $100,000 a year? They spend millions to get the job. Huh? We should text you and see it the first time for those in the back of the class. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. You're Democrat. You ain't got no problem with that, huh? That's cool. Now, let me tell you what it was for. According to a special task force for tracking COVID payments from the federal government, 38 million went to people who were known to be dead in 2023. In fact, 1.3 million of that money went to 30 individuals who had been dead for at least a year. Y'all out here alive and broke. You got dead people getting millions. We some real losers, ladies and gentlemen. We alive and struggling. And it's dead people becoming millionaires. How much of a loser are we? Well, we got dead people get millions, and we out here struggling, living check to check. COVID relief funding has, of course, been rife with fraud and mismanagement since the beginning. You'd think politicians would have learned their lesson by now. Then again, it's not like it's their money on the line, so why would they care? What are taxpayers going to do about it? Take their money to a competing relief organization? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do, boy? Number 5. You animal lovers are like that one. I'm sure you like that one. $8,395 on one lobster tank. Am I understanding you correctly that you are? No, my bad. 200 million to famous music artists from the Small Business Administration. And you can't get a loan from the Small Business Administration. You got multimillionaires getting loans from the Small Business Administration. Let me read this to you, ladies and gentlemen. Through the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program, the Small Business Administration funneled $200 million to some of the biggest names in entertainment. So-called small business owners such as Post Malone, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and Smashing Pumpkins received up to $10 million each. The report notes even Nickelback received $2 million. Lil Wayne got $10 million from the Small Business Administration. Lil Wayne worth $150 million. I applied for $20,000, got rejected. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what y'all signed up for, right, Democrat? That's why y'all hate Elon Musk, right, Democrat? We ain't vote for Elon Musk, right, Democrats? But wait, there's more. I got time today. I ain't working. I might as well chop it up with y'all. Broward County, Florida, spent $140 million in COVID-19 relief funds to construct a luxury hotel, complete with 30,000 square feet of pool decks, rooftop bar, and 11,000 square foot spa and fitness center. Using COVID relief funds to purchase luxury cars. The U.S. government has spent roughly $4.5 trillion on COVID relief aid, of which over $100 billion was stolen. Of which $100 billion was stolen or put to fraudulent uses, according to the Secret Service. Where did all that fraudulent money go, you may ask? As it turns out, 31.5 million of it was used by 4 individuals who they won't name because they some big shots to buy luxury cars such as Porsches, Ferraris, and Lamborghinis for government officials. Are you not entertained? Oh my God. Number 3 right there. Hold on, let me wipe my camera, y'all. Hold on. We're on number 3 right there. camouflage uniforms that don't blend in. Y'all hate Elon Musk, though. The federal government spent $28 million on camouflage uniforms for use in Afghanistan, which didn't match the environment of Afghanistan. You had one job. Number 4. Maintaining 77,000 empty federal buildings. According to the Office of Management and Budget, the federal government spends more than $1.7 billion, would it be, a year to maintain 77,000 empty buildings. Part of the problem is that the process for selling these buildings is quite long due to the various regulations involved. Regulations. Oh my God. Number 7. Number 7. Injecting 6-month-old beagle puppies with that cocaine. With that cocaine. According to a report from White Coat Waste, the NIH recently spent $2.3 million injecting puppies with that cocaine for research. For research. Beagle puppies getting zooted. Should I go on? Constructing a Gandhi museum. In fiscal year 2022, $3 million was earmarked for the construction of a new Gandhi museum in Houston. Did y'all know Gandhi was a racist? To you black people that be crying because we got these Confederate statues and this, that, and other our government spend money on, they spent $3 million on a statue of Gandhi who hated black people. Hell no. Researching if Thanos, do y'all know who Thanos is? Raise your hand if you know who Thanos is before I go any further. Do I have to explain who Thanos is? No, Thanos is an action character in a movie. Thanos is an Avengers movie. That guy, yeah, him. That Thanos, snap your fingers. And everybody, the whole everything stop existing once he got some rings or something. It's a movie character. In the Avengers, a superhero movie. He's Thanos, he's the villain, the bad guy. They spent money researching if Thanos could snap his fingers, Infinity Gauntlet. I can't make this shit up. Researchers at Georgia Tech recently got a grant for $118,971 to study whether a real-life Thanos could actually snap his fingers while wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. They concluded that Thanos could not have snapped because of his metal armored fingers. So it's probably the Hollywood special effects rather than actual physics at play. Your tax dollars hard at work. I gotta do that one again, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta do this again, ladies and gentlemen. An imaginary character I'm assuming he ain't real. Maybe it's something we need to know. My man say Thanos is one of their gods. Maybe it's something we need to know. Is that something we need to know? Researchers at Georgia Tech recently got a grant with government money to study whether a real-life Thanos, the fuck, could actually snap his fingers. Let me get it right. He ain't real. But if he was real, let's spend $118,000 to see if he was real, could he snap his fingers with that metal on his fingers? If he was real. We know he ain't real. Allegedly. I don't know now. Could he be real? What y'all think? Could Thanos be real? I don't know now. Makes you want to think. Is Thanos real? Anyway, on to the next one. Hold on, I already did that one. Hold on, y'all. There's so many more. Let me find some good ones for y'all. It gets worse. All right. Baltimore school claims millions in federal funding for fake students that don't exist. Apparently, the federal government gives out more than $9,000 in federal funding per student in Baltimore, Maryland. One school evidently decided to take advantage of the system, claiming $1.27 million in funding for 140 students who were not actually enrolled and whose whereabouts were unknown. Now, This is gonna really piss you off if you ain't already pissed off. Now, all these years we've been having our borders overrun. No border protection. Wide open borders. Our borders haven't been secure. Y'all heard about that, right? Y'all heard about that little problem we got at the borders of our own country. Y'all heard about our border issues, right? Okay, how about this? Now, for those in the back that didn't see that, we spent millions on border security in other countries. We spend millions on border security in other countries. How convenient. There is a hot debate in American politics about how much money the federal government should spend securing our southern border. Yet apparently, we are already spending hundreds of millions on border security in countries. We over here bickering back and forth about securing our borders while they are already spending millions securing the borders of other countries. So they're concerned about the borders. They know borders are important, but for some reason they want to secure ours. So it's like they don't know that borders are very important. They just don't want to secure ours for some reason because they're around the world securing the borders in other countries with our money. $250 million of your taxpayers' money going to building borders in Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Tunisia, and Oman, the report notes. While America may be divided on how to solve the crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border, we should all agree that using our taxpayer money to fix someone else's border is not the best idea. So you mean to tell me we ain't fixing our own border, but we're around the world spending millions of our tax dollars securing the borders of foreign countries? You can't make this stuff up. $150,000 sending random South Koreans on vacation. Many Americans could use a vacation, but can't afford one right now. Sound familiar? Well, rest assured that the federal government is using their tax money to send random South Koreans on climate change vacations. You Democrats. That Elon Musk, we ain't gonna let Elon. I know you did. I know you did. Partnering with the United States Agency for International Development, you see it. That's the talk of the town right now. The U.S. Embassy in Seoul is allocating up to 150,000. This shit making my head hurt. hundreds of thousands to fatten up eels. Yeah, eels. Eels. In case my country accent, you can understand what I said. The Food and Drug Administration reportedly gave 337,500 to a Canadian company to fatten up eels. You know we gotta have them fat eels, y'all. Don't nobody like no skinny eel. What's wrong with that? Big Ward, what you complaining about? Do you want a skinny eel? Well, what makes you think other people want skinny eels? Them eels need that money, Big Ward. Oh, fat ass eel. Billions lost in improper social security payments. Hold on, let me keep going. Oh my God. Are y'all ready for more? Hold on. Smart toilets, Afghan book clubs, and lizard treadmills. Let's see where 55 billion in government waste went. Lizard treadmills. Got to get them lizards in shape. Hold on, I gotta pull these out. Just 55 billion that was discovered wasted. To put it in context, is equivalent to wasting the taxes of more than 5.4 million Americans. It's enough money to build a 2-lane road that wraps around the entire earth 18 times over. It's enough money to buy every American a 40-inch flat screen TV. All right. You're spending millions. The National Institutes of Health spent millions studying if people would eat bugs. They spent millions to study if people would eat bugs. We really need to know. will you eat a bug, ladies and gentlemen? And we need to spend millions to find out. The, this National Institute of Health spent millions trying to invent a smart toilet. A smart toilet. They spent millions trying to reduce hookah smoking. Amongst Eastern Mediterranean youth. We spend millions trying to reduce Eastern Mediterranean youth from smoking hookahs. Obviously, the Eastern Mediterranean youth have a hookah smoking problem. So we spend millions trying to get them to stop smoking hookahs. And 31.5 million to fund a study linking e-cigarettes to heart attacks. We spent 8.6 billion on anti-drug efforts in Afghanistan. The report finds anti-drug efforts in Afghanistan. Didn't we just bomb the hell out of Afghanistan? Hundreds of thousands went to art classes for Kenyans. Afghan and Pakistani book clubs. And funding for Sri Lanka think tanks. In a truly baffling example, tens of millions were spent to combat truancy in the Philippines. It seems the Filipino kids are having a hard time getting to school on time, are going to school. And we also spent taxpayer money to put lizards on treadmills and study the results. Oh my God. $1,557,000 to walk lizards on a treadmill. God bless America. The U.S. military allegedly, had to put the allegedly in there, lost $715 million worth of equipment that was intended for Syrians to use to fight ISIS. Meanwhile, 174 million went to lost drones in Afghanistan. And we spent 3.1 million on a police complex that now sits empty. I mean, I'm tired of this, y'all. This is horrible. But wait, there's more. We spent millions on funding ice skating drag queens. Let that sink in. There's your DEI right there. Oh, let me find some more, y'all, before I get out of here. All right. We spent $45 million for a diversity and inclusion DEI scholarship in Burma. What the hell Burma at, by the way? Can anybody tell me where Burma is? I don't know if somebody was asking me to show proof or whatever. I'm not, I'm reading this straight off the internet. 45 million for diversity and inclusion scholarship in Burma. It says, not content with just pushing the DEI fad in America, the administration is also subsidizing it globally. Burma, also known as Myanmar, has serious problems. That ain't our problem, including a badly flawed judicial system, rampant corruption, and high poverty due to a lack of property rights and heavy government interference in the economy. A $45 million DEI scholarship would do nothing to address those problems. You sending $45 million to a corrupt government, corrupt judicial system. $3 million for girl-centered climate action in Brazil. Not content with creating a climate corps in America, the administration, we're talking about the Biden administration, gave a grant to an organization based in the Netherlands to promote DEI-infused environmental activism in Brazil. In Brazil. DEI in Brazil. Trump getting rid of DEI, he's a racist. See, y'all didn't know these little tidbits of why he really getting rid of DEI. He's a racist. He's trying to hurt black people. Oh, is black people over in Brazil he trying to hurt? Is black people in Burma he trying to hurt? Burma, Brazil, what they got to do with black people in America? How is he getting rid of DEI in America, hurting black people in America? When they spending this money all around the world, they launch. If you can't figure out what they're doing, that ain't my problem. As with Burma, this grant focuses on niche, far left concerns rather than the genuine problem facing South America's largest country. Hold on. $573,000 to anti-Israel group for fighting disinformation. Oh my God. $288,563 for diverse bird watcher groups. Bird watchers getting broke off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I've had enough. Get it, got it, good. Bye.